Have you ever dreamed of something so big that it felt impossible? Maybe it's writing a book, landing a new career, or starting something that changes lives. And big dreams like this can feel out of reach, even unrealistic. But they're also what make life exciting and meaningful. And in today's video, we will talk about setting goals for impossible dreams. Why should we go after them? And how do we take the first step? Let's get started. An impossible goal or a big goal is something that feels beyond my current abilities, resources, or circumstances to achieve it. Often seems unrealistic from where I stand today. But deep down, it's what I truly want. To me, a big dream or goal is one that stirs up many emotions: fear, self-doubt, nervousness, and even excitement. And it's kind of a goal that keeps me awake at night, make me wonder what steps can I take to achieve it. And in my late 20s, I set a goal to study abroad and pursue higher education in the United States. And at that time, it felt like an impossible goal, especially financially, and affording tuition and living expenses in a new country while navigating life in a second language seemed out of reach. Life back home was comfortable. I had a good job and a stable future and clear path ahead of me. But deep down, I had a strong desire to study abroad and challenge myself. It took 3 years of preparation and perseverance before I finally moved to the United States and began my first semester. And that decision completely changed the course of my life. In my 30s and 40s, I had experiences I never would have imagined, all because I took the leap to pursue my dream. First, setting a big goal and why we set an impossible goal. There are 3 reasons. 1, discovering your true potential. Each of us has a unique talent, a jewel within us. But how do we discover it? The only way is to challenge ourselves to the limit. Pushing beyond what we think is possible helps us uncover our true potential. It's important to cherish dreams that may seem almost too big. What we can achieve in a single lifetime is only a fraction of what we imagine. If we set our expectations or goal too low, we may end up accomplishing very little. And the second reason why we set an impossible goal is lessons in the journey. When there's a huge gap between a goal and reality, it really challenges us to face reality head on, make every possible efforts to move toward that goal. The gap represents growth. It's in striving to close the gap that we learn the most valuable lessons. The process, what we experience and how we grow, is often more important than the outcome itself. And the third reason why we set impossible goal is encouraging others. Working hard toward an impossible goal isn't just about our personal growth. It can inspire others. When I strive toward my dreams, I'm creating a path for others to follow. My experience says, if I can do it, you can do it too. The second step is believing in yourself and build confidence. It's a mindset game. After setting a big goal as a first step, the next most important step is to believe 100% in yourself and your ability to achieve it. When we set a big dream, we often face a wave of negativities, both from within and from outside voices. These voices tell us why we cannot accomplish the goal, especially if it seems too big or even impossible. This negativity can take many forms: fear, self-doubt, low self-esteem, inertia, or even a tendency to compromise with reality. Let me share the story of Pascual Oliveira, an internationally renowned flamenco dancer, as shared in one of essays in October 2004. The essay says, "Everyone is an actor performing the play of life. It is we who write the scripts of our own lives, not fate, chance, or divine being. We have the power to change our lives. But the problem is that even though we pray and try our best, at a subconscious level, we often tell ourselves something else. For example, consciously we may say, I want to pass this audition, or I want to improve my relationship. But in deep down, we may think, I'm not good enough. I can't do it. Reality moves in the direction of that subconscious script. That's why it is so important to erase these negative scenarios from our minds. To act out the play of victory, we must decide that we are going to win. Then visualize the result and engrave it in our minds. Write your goals down or say them out loud. This helps solidify them in your life. You must rehearse the scenario of total victory until it becomes part of you. If you gain the conviction that you can do it, then you can. So as Pascal explains, the subconsciousness often works against us with the negative thoughts. So how can we overcome this inner negativity? Here are some practical ways to conquer it. 1. Visualize and mentally rehearse your success. Really visualize every detail of your success, your dream, and then mentally rehearse it, your success. And then number 2 is make your goal as concrete as possible by breaking it into specific steps. And then number 3, write it down repeatedly in a journal to reinforce it. Write down same goal many times, again and again in a journal to reinforce it. And then number 4, share it with someone you trust and speak it into existence. And regardless of their reaction, keep moving forward. And by believing in yourself with your whole heart and staying committed to your goal, you're already more than halfway to achieving it. So the final step in achieving an impossible goal is taking consistent action. This step accounts for like 20 or 30% of the process, but it's critical in turning your dreams into reality. So to me, this is my personal note. And our powerful approach in step 3, taking action, is reverse engineering, starting from a scenario of your accomplishment, and then time travel backwards and find out what needs to be done at each milestone timelines. And it can break your big goals into smaller, manageable steps. And start by setting midterm and then short-term goals. Then identify the smallest actionable item you can accomplish today. And small things matters, right? And things accumulate and lead to a major difference in the result. That's why the best way to achieve your important future goals is to pay careful attention to your minor daily challenges and triumph in each one of them. And every action, no matter how small, creates momentum. And by focusing on these small victories, you build a foundation for larger successes. And of course, efforts and hard work construct the bridge that connects your dream to reality. And those who make steady efforts are filled with hope. And when hope in turn arises from steady efforts, so embrace your dreams and advance as far as they can carry you. And by taking deliberate, consistent steps, even the most impossible dreams becomes achievable. Finally, I want to share some of my own big goals. I have many of them, but one of them is to contribute significant amount regularly to my 2 alma maters universities to support students. This goal is a way for me to repay the debt of gratitude I feel for the opportunities I had. While I don't have detailed plans yet, but setting this goal has already influenced my actions. When I visit the schools next time, I plan to meet with the university staff to gather information and explore the steps I can take to make this goal reality. Financially, this goal pushes me to set higher targets for myself so that I can afford to make meaningful donation. And what I've learned is that having a big goal like this impacts every area of my life. It expands my vision, challenges me to work harder, and pushes me to grow. This is the beauty of pursuing a big goal. It transforms your mindset and enriches your life in unexpected ways. And as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a powerful call to action. Think about your own impossible dream. What is that? One big goal that feels beyond reach but stirs your heart. No matter how daunting it may seem, remember that the journey begins with a single step and overcoming those negative voices within. Take the first small action today, whether it's researching, planning, or simply visualizing your success. Remember, it is not about perfection or having everything figured out from the start. The most important thing is to have the courage to try, to take the leap, and to move forward. So take the first step, embrace the journey, remember the progress. No matter how small is progress. Your impossible dreams might be closer than you think. And thank you for joining me today, and I hope you feel inspired to start pursuing your own big dreams and keep striving for what once seems out of reach. You've got this. Thank you so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.